motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Scottis.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. It's only one team over here, it's Cowboys. Believe that. Yeah, this you got is a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboys, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We got to go to free agency, then we got to go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
You know? We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
Yeah, heavy on marching to Dallas with tiki torches and pits axes and everything else this morning, man, because the Dallas Cowboys need to be assaulted.
I don't even want to say how y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? But it's rough out here in these streets, man. It's rough out here in these streets. I ain't even went to work yet and paid the piper, you know what I'm saying? Face to face, heard the music yet or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's an event every time the Cowboys lose when you me. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm finna have to argue and, you know, debate and cuss and fuss with a bunch of people. But this week, it ain't much you can say. We got smacked around. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. And I was just looking at some tape before we started, man, and it ain't looking too good. Y'all with me? I'm trying to make sure y'all are here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You good here? He might be frozen.
I hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Man, before we let's get into it, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy West Coast. We got to make sure that we hit that share button, man. I was actually just sharing it right now. I just shared 21 times, so I need everybody. That's my boy Dion. Shout out to Dion Sanders, greatest to ever do it. But I shared it in 21 groups, so I need y'all to share, man. I need y'all to hit that share button. I know people are spicy right now with the Cowboys. I get it. I 100% get it. Shout out to all that. I ain't gonna call it hate mail because y'all can't hate me because I don't play for the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate all the concerning emails and inboxes that I got. Appreciate y'all for that. But let's share, let's share, let's share. We gonna talk about it. We about to do our job. Cowboys did not do their job on Sunday, but we about to do our job. You know what I'm saying? We 6-0 this week because we ain't left you no matter what the Cowboys did. We 6-0 right now. Why? Because on this content, man, we clock in and we do our job. So y'all hook us up and share the content. Do not take out the fact that you were mad at your Cowboys on us because we just as mad as you. Shit, we just as mad as you. I didn't win yesterday. I feel like some of y'all feel like I won yesterday. I didn't win yesterday. I lost yesterday too. You know what I'm saying? We all lost. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, share the content, share the content, share the content, share the content. I just know how to handle it better. You know what I'm saying? And it's and I'm gonna tell you this right here. If you know me, you should be proud of me, man, because there was a time where I did not handle this very well. You know what I'm saying? That's called growth. That's called elevation. You know what I'm saying? I've elevated. Unfortunately, I've elevated in that aspect of my life because the Cowboys they don't surprise me anymore. They just don't surprise me anymore. Hey, listen, you out here?
Yeah, I'm in here.
All right, go ahead, Lan.
Yeah, pretty much, man. To me, it really hit different for me because in the off season, this is why I was complaining so much. This is why I was saying so many things because I felt like the way that I had put together stuff for the Cowboys to be successful, they ain't do none of it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do none of it. So, I just had to stay down, stay down till we come up, be solid, stand solid and because we stand on whatever, and stay with the team, even though this is my team, you know what I'm saying? They ain't do nothing I want them to do. But I'm a real Cowboy fan. I bleed silver and blue. I still rock out with my squad. But now it's looking like, a lot of those things that I was concerned about, they just coming about. You know what I'm saying? And now it look like a lot of other people catching up with some of these things. And like it's obvious that we got some real life issues on this team. And I want people to realize this too, man. Like it ain't doom and gloom. We still 3-3 and we got a whole lot of games left. We got 11 games left to try to pull something off. But I want people to understand this, man. This ain't one of them years where we can just get by being mediocre. We got a real schedule, man. We got some real teams ahead of us. We're going to have to play real football, good football, if we want to be in this thing at the end. So that's something we got to pay attention to. And like I said, I'm finna hold them accountable this show. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for these two gentlemen. I'm finna tell it how it is. I'm gonna tell it how I see it. But, we do gotta say at the end of the day, we seen this team start out shaky last year and they got it together after the bye. So I think just out of that respect, we can at least give them a couple of more weeks and then reassess. You know what I'm saying? We seen them get on a run last year after the bye. So it's still a little hope. But from what we just seen, it don't look like it. From
Man,
what we just seen this game right here, it ain't not one. It's probably one good thing happened. And that was Brandon Aubrey. He was the best player on the field. Like, he was the best player on the field for your team. I ain't got no Dak Prescott arguments. I don't got no Mike McCarthy arguments. I don't got no Mike Zimmer arguments. Everybody who I expected something of, they didn't deliver. So let's be clear on that. So I'm not making excuses for nobody. This is real life talk. All these Dak haters, it's your time to shine. All the Mike McCarthy haters, it's your time to shine because this week, I ain't got no arguments for you. Go ahead. Damn, as soon
Hey,
as I pass it, something happened.
I was trying to be
Go ahead.
polite. I was trying to be polite and let Henny go because he ain't. I mean, we
I
just got
know,
to.
but yeah, go on ahead and
But yo,
take over, bro.
shoot, I go back to my old self. I ain't tripping. I'm just trying to. We getting close to the new year, so new me, new you. We trying to kind of have to be different.
Yeah.
But yo, man, I see it like this, man. Like no doom and gloom. I got if I just want to go find the corn in this big old pile of shit. The corn in this big old pile of shit is this. I had the Cowboys going 12-5 this year, so you still technically can lose two more games and be fine.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, and now listen. I know don't nobody want to hear that. I know. But that's why I said I'm just trying to find these little piece of corn in this big old pile of shit. Right now, you do not look like a good football team. And you look like, unfortunately though, I'm not surprised with this football team because like out of all the decisions that we made this year, or this honestly, it wasn't decisions. This year wasn't about the decisions that we made. This was really about the decisions that we didn't make. This was about what we
Yeah.
didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, we didn't do a lot of things and we chose saving money over getting better production. And this is the thing. When you save money, what does that mean? That means that you're going to get rookies or you're going to get less valuable players. Well, guess what? It's just like buying cheap materials. If you buy cheap materials, it's going to come with it's going to come with issues that you don't get when you have quality products. Like it breaking easy, you know what I'm saying? I try to go get a little cheap roll, try to roll me a little blunt, man. By the halfway I'm trying to roll up, it got 3 holes in that mug. You got to go spend a couple more dollars, go get you that guava leaf, you know what I'm saying? Get you something nice, and they still be ripping, you know what I'm saying? God damn, you know what I'm saying? But you got to get quality, you got to get better quality stuff, or you got to deal with what comes with it. I think a mistake that the Cowboys made last night, to just start with the offensive line, and we can just go back. A mistake that the Cowboys made with the offensive line is Tyler Guyton was a first-round pick that you saw be a first-round pick at right tackle, right? That's what he was in college. You saw him and said, bro, this dude is such a good-ass right tackle. This dude could probably play. He could probably play left tackle. Okay, so when you bench him, and it's kind of crazy that you benched him because you never benched Tyler Smith when he was damn near leading the league in penalties. I'm not going to bring that up, but you didn't bench him his rookie year. When you bench him after 5 games, you don't even give him an opportunity to even try the original position that you scouted him in. So it's like you're telling a kid, you're not good enough. You're good enough for me to draft you at this position and put you in this position, but then I'm not going to roll with the punches. Because, bro, if you do that to a kid, you move him into his whole different position. How can you expect for him to just be good week 6 in the NFL? And this motherfucker didn't went up against the who's who of pass rushers. Like every pass rusher you can think of, or every good linebacker we can think of, he didn't win against. To start the season off with Myles Garrett, the defensive player of the year. There's
Let's
no reason you should have benched Tyler Guyton. No
let's hear
reason.
your
You
take,
should have rolled
Hen,
with
because
him.
when it was your turn, you had glitched out. So what you got to say about it?
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Nothing nice. Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, nothing nice though. Ain't shit nice to say about the Dallas Cowboys this week, man. Like from your offense to your defense, like special teams should not be the best part of your unit. I'm sorry. Like Brandon Aubrey, you got us all 9 points. I'm happy for you. But man, outside of that, like man, Dak Prescott is not playing like a $60 million quarterback. CeeDee Lamb, you're not playing like a $35 million wide receiver. And really, when you talk about accountability on the offense, that's who you hold accountable. Because you don't even pay nobody else on your offense. What are you paying Jalen Tolbert to go out there? For what you're paying Jalen Tolbert, you
What
get
you
exactly
paying
what you're
Jake
supposed
Ferguson? Yeah, keep going.
What you're not paying Jake Ferguson a damn thing yet, right? But he hasn't played well since he got his leg injured. Brandon Cooks is on IR, so there's really no holding him accountable right now. Zach Martin, bro. Zach Martin, nah, we gonna talk about the obvious. The elephant in the room right now is that Zach Martin ain't played worth a damn all season, right? I know Wes over there, digging for change, right this moment because he gotta go buy us another
offensive
guard.
line.
That what he finna go buy us another guard right now. That's what Cuz doing. Cause boy, did you know that Zach Martin grade out as a fucking
A zero in pass block out.
pro?
The great
He
Zach
gave up
Martin.
seven pressures, a sack, and multiple quarterback hits. It got to the point where Dak Prescott didn't even want the man to help him up.
I'm telling you this right now. Somebody said Zach playing hurt. If you playing hurt, you shouldn't be playing. I don't care who he is. I know we be like, tough it out, bucko. But if you playing hurt, you might get somebody else hurt. I don't want to see your name on your jersey, your last name. I don't want to see the back of your jersey on the field if you can't represent it. I'm sorry. Like, this is not the time to be trying to be a tough guy. We
Hey,
need
can y'all hear me?
a healthy guy. We need a
Can y'all hear
healthy
me?
guy on the field. That's what we need.
Yeah,
I'm
we hear you,
tired of
bro.
all of that toughing it out, and then now we got to keep making excuses for what we seeing. Nah, if you can play, you gonna be held accountable. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. And listen, if you touch the field, it's your fault. I don't give a damn if you played any snaps from the quarterback to Buddy Johnson. That was a rotational linebacker. If you were part of this game, it's your fucking fault. Because guess what? If you lose a game 20-17, you can say, "Damn, my offense didn't show up, but my defense held it down." You lose a game 37-35, you say, "My defense didn't do enough. My offense gave me 35 points." You lose 47-9,
I'm gonna
nobody
tell you
showed
straight
up.
up, bro. Listen, this is very concerning to me. Y'all know I rock with Dak. I rock with Mike. Y'all know this is my team. I represent them. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, I gotta watch the rest of the film. But man, listen, I can talk about this play in particular. Bro, we was down 10-3. It was 3rd and 5. This right here is what's so concerning to me. It was 3rd and 5, bro. Mike McCarthy did a motion with Brooks on the other side of the field. He came back to the other side and ended up doing a drag route. When I tell you this man was wide open, bro, and Dak was looking dead at him, I can't explain why he didn't throw that ball, y'all. No lie. I'm talking about like five steps ahead of him, a clean line of sight, no pressure. Dak waited until he went. He was open off the get-go. It was a greatly designed play for 5 yards. It wasn't like, okay, that ain't enough, so I need to go somewhere else. Nah, it was Brooks came straight across his line of sight. Dak looked at him, y'all. I can show y'all the play. Dak looked dead at him, and he went past Dak. Then at the last minute, Dak threw the ball to him and still led him. That's why Jack Campbell, the linebacker from Detroit, he was guarding Schoonmaker, and he ended up getting a hand on the football, bro. And Dak threw the ball that late. Like, I can't explain that, bro. Ford not seeing the field well right now, y'all. And I don't know what it is. We gonna sit up here and say, oh, it's scheme, it's play calling, it's all of this. But, bro, that ain't no goddamn scheme right there. I don't know what's going on with this offense right now.
Hey,
Right?
can you
We
hear
gonna
me?
sit up and say stuff like that, but that's unacceptable, bro. That game is 10-3 right there, hen. You ended, you had to punt after that. And guess what happened when you punt? Now you down 17-3.
Yeah, they score points.
Now you down 17-3. It went that quickly, bro. And, like, we love that. But there's a lot of people ain't going to sit up here and say what they actually seeing. They just going to blame the fat coach. Blame Mike McCarthy. We need a better scheme. We need better this. We need better that. But ain't no damn excuse for that, bro. I can't represent that. I can't protect that. I don't stand for that. I'm sorry.
Hey, can
I
you hear
can
me?
pull up the play right now, bro. I can pull up the play right now. I got a timestamp. This man was directly in Dak's sight, bro, wide open. What is that? This an important 3rd down that could have shifted the whole game. You was driving. You could have been going down there to score to tie the game. And you missed him that late? Like, what's going on with Dak, bro? It's something going on, bro. That ain't for
Can
that
you
I
hear
know.
me?
Bro, we hear you, bro. I'm just
All
talking
right, well,
right
I'm
now.
just that's
I'm
that's
just
key to
talking.
that's key to take a pause. I'm
Yeah.
trying to answer your question.
I'm just saying, bro,
You
it
asked the
ain't,
question,
bro,
Fox.
this
I'm
shit is
trying to answer your
bothering me,
question.
bro. It's bothering me right now. I just got a vent. I don't
Okay,
know
so
what
let me answer
happened
your
right now.
question when you're
I
ready.
don't
Let
know
me
what
answer your
happened.
question when you're
Go
ready.
ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right. The reason why on that very play why a quarterback is not going to hit that open receiver is because in his mind before he set the play, he did not believe the wide receiver is going to win on the route right off the jump. So that's and listen to me. Whenever I talk about real football, people be trying to say I be trying to like give excuses. I don't give excuses, but you guys got to remember like a part of being a coach and coaching football, which I do 5 days a week. Now that's why people been wondering West Coast, why don't you go to Cowboy games? You want to know why I don't go to Cowboy games anymore? Because I coach 4 games this Saturday from 8, 10, 12, and 2. 4 games. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, I don't go to Cowboy games anymore. I will start going to some once, you know what I mean? hey, if the Cowboys start doing what they're supposed to do, I'll definitely be motivated to get on a red eye at midnight and wake up at 1 o'clock at 1. You know what I'm saying? Have somebody pick me up at the airport at 3 o'clock in the morning, go to my Airbnb, get checked in, wake up for 2.5 hours, go to the Cowboys game, stay at the stadium. Then remember, we got practice on Tuesday, but I watch film with my kids on Monday night. So then I gotta be up. I got literally a turnaround trip. Do all that to have my team lose by 37 points. Now people can call me not a fan, but I just didn't. That was a business decision. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Had to stay at home for this one. But in my coaching mind, the reason why Dak is late on a lot of these balls to the receivers is one, he don't know these dudes, man. First off, if you know a guy's gonna win right off the muscle, you know what you're gonna do. Sometimes you're gonna throw the ball blindly. Because in football, you're either throwing the ball to a run, you're either throwing it to the receiver or to a spot. Those are the only two things you're doing as a quarterback. You're throwing the ball to the actual physical person, to his numbers, or you're throwing it to where he's going. Right? So if Dak doesn't believe, and you got to think, it makes sense because he hasn't really been, or he's known these guys for a offseason. That's it, for 4 or 5 months. But for him to believe in that situation that you're going to win off the rip, no, he don't know that. He doesn't know that for sure. And then I'm gonna tell you, you don't gotta know. You just told me that you didn't have an answer for it. I gave you the answer on that play. That's what it is. That's why a quarterback will literally look at a receiver and wait till you can. It's almost like it has to register in his brain that he's open. Where a guy like him and CeeDee Lamb last year, bro, they was so on point that they didn't have to have that register because why? Because all the balls they had thrown.
The thing about it with me, though, that's what's concerning about that and that answer is if you look at the play, bro, it looked like it was designed for Brooks to be open.
Well,
that was the design of the play.
Well, listen, hold up. This is what I'm gonna tell you. First off, there's no design. I'm not trying to but there's no play that's designed to get a player open unless it's gonna be on a pick route, and which are illegal in the NFL. Because every route it has to do with a wide receiver. Wide receiver is gonna do his job. You're gonna have to win. You're gonna have to diamond step him off the line. You're gonna have to do something. You're gonna do something to get him off the line. You're that's your job. So at that moment right there, Dak's not in his mind. It's not registering. Damn, he really did beat it. He really did win. So that ball can come out. And if he's getting that ball to CeeDee Lamb before he even hikes the ball, Dak is like, bruh, this is CeeDee Lamb versus number 21. Who is that? Who's this dude? CeeDee Lamb's gonna win on that route. So as soon as he the ball's coming out. Because he knows he's gonna win. But bro, if I don't know you're gonna win, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait and actually see you do it. Then once I see you do it, boom, I'm gonna throw you the ball. The only problem is in the NFL, bro, that little 1 second is an interception. That little 1 second is an incompletion. Like there's an old saying in football. When you throw the ball, there are literally 3 things that you can do when you throw the ball. And guess what? 2 of them are negative. Right off the rip. Incompletion, interception. There's only one positive thing that can even happen on a pass. What? A completion. Everything else on a pass, your chances of it being positive are slim anyway. So that's what happened on that play. Now I'm gonna tell you on the now let me say this on the interception in the back of the end zone. The interception on the back of the end zone. Same situation. I'm not even giving y'all no excuses. I'm telling you from a coaching standpoint what I saw and what I believe happened. On that interception of CeeDee Lamb, I'm going to tell you why that interception was thrown. You want to know why? Because all the hoopla and everything around CeeDee Lamb not getting the ball. I'm going to tell you what Dak saw on that play, and the film shows it. Dak actually sees Jalen Tolbert flash across the stream. But then you know what he also saw? He saw CeeDee Lamb flash in the end zone. So now Dak is thinking, I can get a double deuce right here. Why? Because I can get a touchdown and I can get a touchdown to someone who they're saying is not getting the ball. I'm going to be honest with you. To a degree right now, I believe Dak is listening to some of the CeeDee Lamb's not getting the ball, getting the ball. And guess what? And I'm going to tell you this right here. I know it was because Dak didn't even set his speed. He just lofted the ball.
Can I say this?
Well, go ahead, bro.
On that interception, the person that picked the ball off was actually the dude that's supposed to be guarding Tolbert. He got what he did. What he got width on the route because he supposed to be playing the flat, but because of the throw, it should have been a little bit further back to the back of the back pylon.
Facts.
But because of the throw, and because Brian Branch is a damn good player, like he abandoned his assignment, got dipped, and got the pick. You know what I'm saying? Like when Dak let the ball go, he was open. Like that's the only thing I am gonna say.
I
But
know both of them are open.
yeah, but that's the only thing I'm gonna say. But at the same time, like even he said it in the press conference, he said he should
I
have
was about
looked
to
him.
say.
He said he should have looked him off a little bit more. He
Yeah.
just got a little anxious with his time, and I can see. I understand what you're saying though, Wes, because the next timing has been jacked up all year. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know what he's seeing.
I just said.
I don't know if he's not trusting the
I mean,
the
we
wide
know what it is.
receivers.
We know what it is. They haven't been together. Like, listen to me. I promise you. Listen to me. I'm gonna bet all the money in my account, right? Not the money in my pocket, but all the money in my account, right? I ain't never
But
gonna be
hold
all
on,
in,
man.
right?
Don't be playing. Like you got multiple
Listen,
accounts.
listen, listen, listen to me.
This
Listen
nigga
to
gonna
me.
try to give
I
me the
promise you
full
this.
full
I
one.
promise you this. If you take this 6 games, give me 2 more games. So I promise you, between weeks 9 through 17, you will see a better Dak and CD Lamb. You want to know why? Because they will have that what they don't have right now. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Law Nation always says this. Law Nation always says this. You trying to you're trying to build an airplane while it's in the air. The Dallas Cowboys are trying to get all that. Listen to me. You know what all this does? You know when we be talking about preseason matters, training camp matters, and all that stuff matters? Like, honestly, this is the football gods. Like, this is what happens, bro. Like, if you're a fighter and you're eating Cheetos and a bunch of bullshit, bro, you can't go into a fight and think that you're just gonna cheat. Like, no, you're gonna get what comes to you because you're not playing the game the way it's supposed to. You cannot lose an offseason as bad as the Dallas Cowboys did and then think all that's gonna add up to you being successful in the regular season.
Yeah, see,
Like
that's
landlord,
on
remember the
that play
conversation
right
we had
there.
about the rib?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Say what?
Go ahead. You good. Go ahead. I guess not. What I was about to say was with Dak, you can go look at the interview like you said about that interception in particular. It was a good play design. It was a good play call. CD was finna get ready to burst open in the back of the end zone. Dak Prescott anticipated it a little too early and a little too much, and he didn't lead him. That was the issue. He's supposed to lead him to the back of the end zone. See, Dak threw the ball inside, a little too much inside. That's what got that corner in the play. If he would have threw that ball a little, instead of with that much touch, he probably should have put it like, you know what I'm saying?
And he should have put the stank on it.
He should
He
have
should have
put
put the stank on it
a
too.
little more sting on it and put it to the
Yeah.
back corner of the end zone. Lil Buddy wouldn't even been able to get to that ball. It would have been
He should have
a
put it on. He
touchdown
should
for
have really
CD.
put it on him. He
See,
should have really put it on him.
but look though, this the only thing I'll say. Dak said that himself. He said, I got to get that ball to the back of the end zone, back to towards the pylon. If he would have got that ball back there, it would have been an easy touchdown. But what you saying, Wes, is not out of the realm of possibility because we know that Dak got to understand he really trying to learn this new line. I don't think he trusts this line, y'all. That's
He
another
can't.
issue. He don't trust this line. So now think about it.
Probably why
This
he
is that's why you saying his timing is off because he don't trust no timing. He like, oh, his clock is sped up at everything he's deciding to do. So now Dak is off kilter. He like, hey, he usually will let it go another second, but now he gotta try to speed it up and float it instead of doing it on time and getting the ball there with a bullet pass. So now he's not trusting his protection. And I don't blame him. Did you see all the pressure he had? So I'm not making no excuses, but I'm just saying that it makes sense why he's speeding up his clock. And, like, it's getting almost to the point where he looking like he might be in danger. Like, he might be in danger. Like, he's on the ground constantly. He's getting popped in the ribs. Man, listen. I seen the defensive tackle. He just grabbed Cooper Beebe and just throw him out the way and just went straight after him. So, like, I mean, if you got somebody back there, Dak Prescott is a calm person in the pocket. He just ain't got one. And then guess what? Just like Sam Darnold, when you start seeing ghosts in your head, you gonna start seeing ghosts. It's time where Dak got time, but he's so used to not having time, he just like shit.
Running for his life.
It's coming soon. So
Hey, landlord.
it's a head game. It get in your head. But like I said, it's somebody like Dak Prescott, a veteran quarterback, and you got open receivers. You got to get back to what you know. Back
Hey,
to
quick
playing
question.
the basic fundamentals of football and get the ball to your receivers, bro. It got to happen. That's all.
Hey, quick question.
Nobody,
Quick question.
hold on. One more thing. The owners and nobody ain't did you no favors. Like, if you had a little better talent out there, it might be a little easier. But they ain't did you no favors, in my opinion. Like, you don't have a run game, and you know that almost every throw, you got to make it. If not, then we going to be screwed. So that's the type of situation you're dealing with right now.
Hey, quick question. If any one of you guys right now, if your owner of your company, manager of your company came in right now and say, hey, you know what? All you experienced guys, you guys cost way too much money. You're all fired. And then they bring in a bunch of younger guys who they pay cheaper. Would they then, you think that they would lower the standard of what the company's going to be able to do right now? Or you think they would raise the standard of what the cow company's going to be able to do?
Like, honestly, you make wholesale moves like that, you should be expecting to have a step back. But the issue is a lot of times they want the same, if not better, production.
Facts. Now, I'm going to ask you this right now. Now, landlord, if they came to you and they said, hey, man, we're going to let you go. Why? Because we got this young dude up in here. He's cheaper. You know what they're also letting go? They're going to let go of landlord, but they're also letting go how many years? 10 plus years of knowing how to do it the right way. So, yes, you do save. You're going to save. They'll probably save 50 grand a year on this guy. But does that 50 grand then add up to the mistakes? The oh my God, I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, even though it's the right way, because think about this. And landlord, at your job, there's a right way of doing something, and then there's the actual practical way of doing it. Like when you get there, you be like, yo, you know how they showed you how to do this over there in the training? Yeah, don't do that. Why? Because if you do that, you're going to be here forever. It's going to take you 45 minutes. It makes absolutely no sense. We do it like this. Don't trip. They already know we do it like this. Why? Because it's about production.
Can I say something, Joe? The last time Josh Allen played, he went 9 for 30 passing the ball. We're not finna sit here and lie about Josh Allen balling. This nigga had 30 pass attempts and 9 completions. He was not balling, my friend. And the personnel matters. He lost.
Say, man, we gotta. Cowboy Nation's got their ass with, man. Let them folks say what they want to say, bro. I blocked 2 people today. I had to unblock them.
I'm not blocking my people now.
See, I know, but I'm just saying, man. I be like that. You gotta let people. You gotta because I be getting my iffies off sometimes. But but listen to me. There's no reason for y'all to be mad at me. I don't know why y'all mad at me. Some of y'all folks.
That's what I'm about to say. Y'all should be supporting us because we need it. We gotta come up here and deal with it.
Hey, landlord, as soon as the Cowboys lose, I get a bunch of West Coasters. I told you so. And listen to me. If you want to officially be able to say you told me something, like you want to officially be able to say West Coast, I told you this, make a video, post a video. Because I don't want to hear this. I told you.
Super chat. We'll remember that.
I don't want to hear this. West Coast, I told you in the comment, but I don't want to hear that. Stand on business. If you say somebody's stuck, stand on business. Make a video, post a video. And guess what? If you right, I'm gonna be like, damn, I got me on that one. Because guess what? As a content creator, I gotta stand on every single thing that I push send on or every single time I hit live.
I wonder what Terrence Steele PFF grade was, because we just showed you what Zach Martin's is.
Bad.
So when we thinking about this, when we thinking about it, it seems like that's your answer right now.
Can I say something? Just remind me something.
Finish this real quick, bro.
Go ahead. Hey, remind me of Zach Martin though. Remind me if I forget.
Yeah, I'm just saying we sitting up here looking for clues to why Dak ain't looking like Dak. It's pretty much, it seems like it's evident. I'm not taking no blame from him because he got to do it regardless. I seen him do it with a bad line before, so I'm not giving, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen you make straight A's before. I know you can do it. So I'm not giving you no excuses with that, Dak. I've seen you play with a way worse line than this.
I don't know.
Huh?
The way these niggas grade now, I don't know about
that. No,
in 2020?
Dak ain't never had this bad.
In 2020?
Zach
he
ain't
got
never had
hurt.
to do that.
He didn't have to play with the worst
Yeah,
version of
he
that
only
line
had to
in
play with them
2020.
dudes
Oh,
4
okay.
games.
He got
2020
hurt.
line was
Yeah,
bad.
2020 line was bad, but they
Yeah.
didn't get bad till after that got hurt.
Yeah,
But
Dak
but
got
look
hurt.
though,
Hey,
Dak was
Dak
hooping
got hurt
though.
before he
Dak
could
was
get
hooping
upset.
in 2020 though with a terrible line. Now I seen him. Now you
But we weren't
might be
winning.
right. We might be a little worse. This time.
Might be worse.
That might be that's a whole nother issue. But what I'm saying is I've seen you perform with a bad line before.
Fair.
Okay, so that's fair. That's fair. I think we can all agree to that.
Fair.
So now I'm looking at it now. It's like, bro, Zach Martin. Listen, when you see Zach Martin getting whooped every play.
Yeah,
Sir,
but let me tell you, hey, let me
that's
speak on Zach
concerning.
Martin though.
That's
Let me speak on
concerning.
Zach Martin. Let me tell you, what I think is going on with Zach Martin right now is Zach Martin, for the majority of his career, has been surrounded by fairly decent centers and fairly decent tackles. This is the one time where Zach, and I'm gonna tell you, you know who else was in this same situation? Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith was in this same situation where it's like you're good, but in an offensive line, you're also as good as the guy next to you. And if the guy next to you is getting his ass whipped, you almost can't do your job. Why? Because you got to do your job and you got to do somewhat of his job. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm going to tell you, at the ripe age or the older age of Zach Martin right now, he not old enough to do that. Zach Martin is good enough to be good enough at doing his job. He's not good enough to be like to compensate for this guy not like listen to me. Zach Martin is not good enough for you to put a rookie center by him. Like Zach Martin 5 years ago, you could do it. You could do it. But right now, Zach Martin needs to be surrounded by like the Cowboys they really should have got a first round pick center, bro. Like and when it's all said and done. Like if you weren't gonna pay your freaking center, who the hell goes young at the center position, bro? Like that
Man,
is unless his name is Ponce, unless he's a Ponce. If he a Ponce kid and he out here slapping teachers and motherfucking smoking weed at school, then he can play center for me. Because them motherfuckers is all them niggas going to the Hall of Fame.
Wasn't them boys at Florida that where they played at
Yes.
Florida? Yeah, I know
Listen
exactly
to
what
me.
you're
If
talking
you not listen to me, if you not smoking, if your last name is Ponce and you smoking weed in class and you stealing from the local store, you can play center for me because that lets me know that you're gonna be a Hall of Famer. You got it in you. You got it in you.
So
Everybody named Ponce can play center.
we understand that, Zach had a terrible game. And like this is one game. So, Zach is a Hall of Famer. He's a great player.
Is it
We
one
got
game?
I mean, like to this degree.
No, to
bro,
this
he
degree,
graded out
yeah.
a 0, bro.
In pass pro, yeah. He graded
The biggest Zach Martin fan with a tattoo can't take up for this one.
I mean,
he can't do it.
He was your lowest graded offensive player overall. He graded out even worse than Ryan Flournoy, who had one catch and a fumble.
Oh my God.
So like he graded
That's
out
because he had more snaps to grade too, though.
Yeah, there were more.
Lord.
There were more snaps to grade, but
That's horrible.
that's still crazy.
Yeah.
Cause listen, I don't even outside of DJ. I don't think it was DJ Reader whooping his ass. I would understand if DJ Reader was whooping him. He got whooped by the other defensive tackle.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like we
I mean,
gotta give him a little grace.
Last year. Y'all know
this
this
is
is
a
Zach's
terrible
last
game.
year, right?
Yeah.
This is his
It
last
gotta
year.
be.
Y'all know that, right?
It gotta
This
be.
is
It gotta
last year.
be. Unless he start taking like bull testosterone or something and try to come back for another. You gotta take some magic stuff. The stuff that Michael Jordan gave him in the bottle during Space Jam. We gotta have that special stuff to come back another year. It's not working right now.
Okay, let me ask y'all one question before we go on. Because I remember we touched on this a couple of years back. Do y'all like the way the Cowboys operate? When I say that, I'm going to explain what I mean. The Cowboys usually, if we have a great player, we ride that great player till the wheels fall off. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? You might need a tow truck to get them up off the field. We don't know how to cut ties. And I know we love our players, but wouldn't it feel better if we cut it off like 2 years ahead and get some for them before they just wither away? Yeah, Paul, my super chats ain't working on YouTube, man. If y'all could show your boy some love on Cash App.
When did that happen?
On Facebook and on Facebook, send some stars. Y'all can support me in that way. YouTube people, y'all can just shoot me a Cash App if y'all can. But yeah, they hate me. I'm going through some stuff with YouTube right now. But I'm gonna ask y'all that question in a shorter way. Do y'all like having y'all players till the wheels fall off, or should we learn how to cut ties like a year or two early, get some benefits from them, and then move on?
I say, go ahead.
I mean, look, I'll say
The
it
cash
because
out right here on the
they
screen, y'all.
should.
Landlord cash $ landlord 723, man. If y'all, I appreciate you in advance if you show your boy some love.
Yeah, so I'll say it like, wouldn't you feel better if you had got something for Tyron Smith instead of just letting
That's
him walk
one.
out the
Facts.
door? Because, all right, wouldn't you have felt better getting something for Dez Bryant if you knew you were going to cut him? You could have traded him. Somebody would have
Off a
gave you
name
something
alone,
for
off a
Dez
name
Bryant at
alone,
that
off
point.
a name alone, you
Facts.
would have got something.
Off a name,
And
off a name
jersey
alone.
and
So
name
he was
alone,
healthy.
jersey sales and everything else, you would have got something. There are teams that
Yeah, so you could
love
have sent him
Dez
to a
Bryant.
bad
Like that's
team.
how he got opportunities after he broke his. You know what I'm saying? He still got opportunities.
Facts. All right, let's go down the line. You cut Zeke. And listen, Zeke. When you got
You
rid
could
of
have
Zeke,
traded
you
him.
probably could have got something for Zeke because he had 800 yards and 12 touchdowns at that point. You could have sent him to a team and got something. It may not have been because they don't value running back position, but you could have got
So
something
we
for Ezekiel
behind the
Elliott.
times on that.
Tony
It's some
Tony
more.
Pollard
It's
as
some more.
well. Like,
Everybody.
oh,
Everybody. Go
can I
go
say
ahead.
this? Can I say this? The Dallas Cowboys so ass backwards. You paid Tony Pollard when he was hurt, and you let him walk when he was completely
Make
healthy.
that make sense.
How stupid is that? Because listen, he may not be the best running back in the world, but you know what he on pace to have this year? Over 1,100 yards
Now
rushing.
look,
He got more 80-yard rushing games than everybody on the
what
Dallas
Henry
Cowboys
Moore
right
is
now.
trying to relay to y'all is we put Tony Pollard on a franchise tag coming off an ACL injury. Well, broken
Broken
fibula
fibula.
or some
ankle.
shit. Fibula, yeah. Okay,
Some shit.
so
Some shit.
coming off a broken fibula, we paid Tony Pollard $10 million in the franchise tag. Okay,
10.5 to be exact.
once everybody knows this, coming off a lower extremity type injury like that, it's gonna take you at least 2 years to be fully yourself again. You see what I'm saying? What Overshawn doing is miraculous. He look like he ain't miss a beat on his stuff. Yeah, and he
And
young.
he's
You know
young,
your
too.
bones heal better when
But
you're young.
Overshawn tore his
So
ACL. That's the difference. ACL, they have that down to a science now. Like
yeah.
like I'm gonna tell you, a regular high school kid can tear his ACL and be back on the field by next. That's the expectation for ACLs now. Like
But yeah,
ACLs, unfortunately, it's like they have that down to a science now. That's
okay.
like
But
you
what
know
I'm
what I'm
what I'm
saying.
getting at is if you got a lower leg injury like that, we know usually after year 2, you probably gonna be closer to your real self again. Tony wasn't the best Tony last year. We know that. We expected that. But why would you let him go when he get healthy? And you
When you
still need a running back.
help. Because even if you brought back Zeke and you don't think Rico Dow can stay healthy, you know that's one of the arguments that we hear. If you don't think Rico Dow can stay healthy, I would still take Tony Pollard over Rico at this point, at this juncture. So it is what it is, though. But I'm just trying to be straight up with y'all. The Dallas Cowboys hold on to players until they turn to
I got
fucking
another one
dust,
for you.
and
I
then they
got
blow
another
away
one
in the
for you.
wind.
Tank,
Who? This
we finna let
Marcus
Tank
Lawrence,
just
'cause
wither
listen,
away on the team. And I love Tank. But I'm
He
just
finna
saying,
walk.
like, bro, we could have did this like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Back when West Coast would make a video about it and everybody get mad at him, that's when we should have did it. You know what
Hey,
I'm
I
saying?
told him to trade
Dorrance
Dorrance. I told him-
Armstrong.
I told
Dorrance
him to trade
Armstrong was
Dorrance
one.
Dorrance
and West was
Armstrong, when I was
1,000%
calling
right.
him Dogecoin, look, he walked, and now he over there got more sacks than our leaders. You see what I'm saying? We could have benefited off of that. All these players, we so great at draft and development. Why are y'all neglecting the other end of that? Okay, you think you so great at draft and development, why aren't you benefiting off of some of these players that you letting go? That is foolishness. Like, we think we so superior when it comes to draft and development, but y'all just let players walk out the door scot-free and don't get nothing.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something too. I'm gonna tell y'all too. A subject that I think that needs to be spoke about too is like the emergence of Brandon Aubrey. Like, I love the fact that the Cowboys have this dope kicker, but man, I think the fact that like the Cowboys are too dependent on their freaking kicker, bro. Like, what do you think the Cowboys would be doing if they had a kicker that was maybe like mid, like 50s? Like, he's 50, he's mid in the 50s. He's not the best kicker in football. You know what they would probably be doing? They'd probably be doing what the Detroit Lions did last night, and that's what, go for it on 4th down.
Be more aggressive.
They
Like,
have to
bro,
be
like
more
it
aggressive
low
just
key
just
feels like
off
the
of
Dallas Cowboys at times.
necessity.
It low key feels like at times the Dallas Cowboys be playing for long field goals.
They do. Hey, shout out to DC for Life Texas for the super chat. I mean for the Cash App too, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
you for the love,
salute,
brother.
man. Salute to Paul and salute to JW for the cash outs, man. We appreciate y'all for supporting. Oh,
JW is DC
salute
for
to
Life
DC
Texas.
for life, then. My bad. Salute to you, man. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, I just don't understand. Y'all see how counterproductive that is? We benefit off the players that we make miraculously good. You know what I'm saying? That's why me and Hen thought of the idea. If y'all ain't gonna sign Bland, trade him. If you ain't gonna
Yeah,
sign them, trade
cause
them. You
listen,
know what I'm saying? Don't let them
don't
just
let them
walk
walk.
away next year. That'll be goofy. If y'all know for a fact, if Steven Jones looking at every single number, you know what I'm saying? He got number vision. All he see is numbers. He don't even see human beings. He just see numbers.
He got nothing to do.
It's just the
Like
matrix.
he in the
Like he just
Matrix.
see
He just see the
what
number.
ones and zeros. Like what it is, binary code. That's all he see is ones and zeros. So if he looking at all these ones and zeros and he know he can predict the future that he will not financially dedicate that much money to Deron Bland, you might as well trade the man. Cause guess
Now, I'm
what?
gonna tell you, you know who
Hold
you
up,
really trade?
time out. Cause we gonna lose him and then get nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know people like, no, we don't want to trade him. Do you want to lose them and not get nothing, or lose them and get something? Cause that might be your only options.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell
I
you
think
really who you would trade if you was gonna trade one of your corners, bro. You trade Diggs, bro. We keep it real because Bland will still be cheaper in the long run because you can franchise tag him,
That's
and
a
Brand
that's a
being
that's a great point by Lou too.
and then Bland being a smaller household name, you could probably get Bland for not the cheap. I mean, hey, shout out to my boy Paul, with the yeah,
yeah,
Paul
Paul
tap in,
hit me too.
appreciate you, boy.
He hit
I
me too.
gotta I
Appreciate you,
gotta
boy.
take some of that back
Paul
though.
real.
That's a good point, Lou. Not we can't say they ain't benefiting at all, but they ain't really maximizing it though. I'll say that
Nah,
because a comp
but hey,
pick, sometimes a comp pick be, you know what I'm saying. Then compensatory picks be at the
The
end of the
Bulls.
round too.
it's only a
Yeah,
good pick if you make the pick.
Mm-hmm.
You listen, it's only a
yeah,
good pick if you make the pick. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like you still like just getting a pick don't make it a good pick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
and
gotta
like,
hit
bro,
the you gotta
and I'm gonna
hit
tell
the
you
you
this right
gotta
here.
score.
I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. It is a sad day in America if you're telling me on hey, shout out for the hold up, somebody just hit my cash app. But hey, if you're telling me you guys are really talking about draft picks on October 14th, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. It's
It's
over,
over.
dog. It is over, bro. I'm done doing content. I'll see y'all fools in 4 months, bro. Hell you mean? You know what I'm saying? Are you really telling me that y'all that's where y'all at right now?
Shout out
Jeez.
to my people on Facebook, man. Hit me with some stars. Let me know it worked. I don't know. I don't know.
But hey, listen to me though. Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you this
I,
right here though. The Dallas Cowboys this season is gonna go down as the off season is gonna go down as the off season of not doing what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm gonna tell you, man, like to a degree, as a parent, if I was watching my child go through this, I would be sad, but to a degree, pleasantly I would be pleasantly okay with it because, bro, you can't keep teaching your kid to don't touch the stove, don't touch the stove, don't touch the stove, don't touch the stove. I didn't give you examples. I didn't show you YouTube videos of other people touching the stove. I didn't show you pictures of other people touching the stove, and your ass is still wanting to touch the stove. So guess what? You touch the motherfucking stove, and guess what? You don't get burned.
See, man, we ain't
Wait, wait,
nefarious
wait. Let me
enough.
finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let it finish.
I thought you
You
was.
don't
Go
get
ahead.
burned, right? That's what happened in 20. That's what happened the year before last. So then the Cowboys are thinking, oh, snaps. So you know I can go against what mama and daddy's telling me and it actually work. So then guess what? You do it again. But you know what happens? Eventually, all that good stuff that mama and daddy been putting in you, you start seeing the bigger picture like, damn, now we can't even fake it till we make it through the season. Because usually all our bad stuff would come out in the playoffs, 17 games from now. Now the NFL is caught up to our BS, bro. They listened to me. They've caught up to us. So now it's not taking the playoffs to expose the Dallas Cowboys, bro. You're getting exposed week 6. What is you talking about? You can't stop the run. Why are we going to wait to a playoff game
hey,
to show you
Shout out,
that you can't stop the run?
decent for
shout
life.
out to my guy Bobby King for the
Decent for life
500 stars
Texas.
over there. Okay, I appreciate you, man.
Hey, shout out to
Salute. DC for Life Texas hit you with a
hey
$3
Jake the Great. Appreciate you,
super
my boy.
sticker.
Paul Rodriguez, appreciate you.
Yeah. We appreciate all
Support-
the love, man. Thank y'all
Appreciate y'all,
for
man.
supporting.
But yeah, I was
Happy
just
birthday, Jerry Jones, too.
Man, fuck that man.
Hey, no, I ain't
hey,
gonna listen to me. You ain't gonna be talking records about my grandpa now.
Hold on. Yes, I'm talking. Listen, your
your
grandpa.
No,
grandpa
no,
is
no.
a
You
big
ain't gonna,
part
no,
of the
you ain't
reason
talking.
why we
Listen,
like we are.
No, no, no.
if I see your
I whip
granddad,
your ass over there right there.
It's on
No,
in the
site.
no, no.
street,
I'm gonna whip your
It's
you
on
ass
better
over
get the
site.
there right
whooping,
there.
nigga.
No, no, don't do that.
Hey,
No, no,
listen, if
no,
I see
no,
your
no,
granddaddy in
no.
the
You ain't
street, I'm
no.
pushing
We
that
ain't
old
doing,
nigga down.
bruh.
He
Jerry
better have
Jones.
life. He better have life alert.
No, no.
Hypothetically,
You better
allegedly.
watch your mouth. They gonna come from you,
Allegedly.
Nah, man.
elderly abuse. They gonna come for
Nah,
your ass, elderly abuse. They coming for your ass.
It's
but for
okay.
real though, man.
We
But
gonna be we gonna be in court, and I'm gonna tell them, Your Honor, I do not know that man.
I guess
Uh,
we'll. I mean, it ain't really much.
Why are
It
you
ain't
telling
really
huh?
pictures with
much
him
to
then?
talk about, like what's going
Come
on with
on,
the
I ain't
game.
gonna let you put your head. Come on now, that's Jerry, man. Come listen to me. You really want to have Jerry out of here and have Stephen Jones for the next 40 years, Brett? Steve, listen to me. If you
We
get, listen to me.
we gonna
There
have
is
to get them both.
no disrespect to what I'm about to say. But if
Man, you
Stephen Jones becomes
Huh?
the real owner of the Dallas Cowboys,
you
we're
gotta get
gonna
them
have
both.
imported players, bro. We're
Oh,
gonna have imported players, bro. He gonna start going to China and Switzerland, bro. We're gonna have a whole. It's bro. I'm telling you, bro. He is because Steven thinks like that. Listen, Americans, they're too expensive. How about we do this? How about we start getting players from China? Listen to me. You see what they're doing in baseball, right? You see, imagine if there's an Otani that we can bring to football, bruh. Y'all, it is not going to get better with Steven Jones in charge. It is not. At least with Jerry Jones, we have hope, but we have like Jerry. Come on, man, Jerry. Just like but it is getting weird because Jerry's really starting to tell the truth. Like, listen to me. That's how I know that Jerry's really getting. It's like it's getting his. It's about to be his time because, bro, he really out here telling the truth, bro. When they asked Jerry
okay,
Jones what's going on, and he said he didn't know, bro, that scared the hell out of me, bro.
okay. Let me
Like
answer me this,
Jerry
Wes,
really
because
out here
I
telling the
know
truth, bro.
you've been around longer. Answer me this. Under Steve, under Steven Jones, do you think he'll do what his daddy did and be GM too? Cause he might
Bro,
hire GM. Who knows?
no, no. Honestly, listen to me. No, no, I don't. You want to know why? Because
Who
Stephen
knows?
Jones. Listen to me. Stephen Jones technically has never won a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl as Jerry Jones' son. He has never won a Super Bowl in the position that he's in right now. So Jerry Jones is chasing something he's had. Stephen Jones is chasing something he's never had before. Listen to me. Stephen Jones was put in charge of the money. In Stephen Jones's mind, he wins the Super Bowl every single year. Why? Because the Dallas Cowboys are the most profitable organization in the world. Forget Walmart, and the Dallas Cowboys is killing all them dudes.
I
So
don't
and
know,
so in
man.
Stephen, so
Steven
I'm gonna be
might
honest
not
with
want to
you.
mess with the GM
Bro,
title. I
when
don't know.
Stephen Jones becomes fully in
It
charge,
it
we're going
it
to
just
get cheaper.
depends.
We're going to get cheaper.
I'll say this because it just really depends on if he's gonna adopt the
That's what I'm
same model that
saying.
Jerry did. Because Jerry taught him how to do everything that he does. He's the only model that Steven knows is the Jerry Jones model. So how far away will he deviate from what he
Well, I mean, if
knows
y'all got
about
sons, we all
GM?
know
He
sons
don't
want to
he
do it
I
don't
just
their
he
way.
don't
about to
know
say
shit
your
else.
son might want to, the sons are kind of rebellious when they get a little
So
older.
yeah,
You know what I'm
sons
saying?
ain't never. I ain't never known a son that wanted to do it the way his daddy had told him.
He
You know what
might
I'm
do the
saying?
same profession, but he like, I'm gonna do it this way. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
I'm gonna handle my business a little this way.
And think about
So
this.
hey,
Think about
so
this.
hey,
Stephen Jones
so
didn't
Wes,
want
so
Deion
that might
Sanders.
be it.
Like that's been documented that Stephen Jones did not want Deion Sanders. Like it was Jerry Jones that brought Deion
Yep,
to Dallas. Stephen Jones didn't want him. Stephen
that's
Jones didn't
true.
want to pay him $35 million. And we won a Super Bowl basically because of Deion Sanders.
But guess what, too though?
Cause you took him for the
I
49ers
don't
and
know,
made
Yeah,
your
so
bro.
team
that's why
better.
Listen,
I don't
it's
know.
a,
I have no faith in Stephen Jones being the 100% owner and
listen.
us and just spending money. No, I
I
don't.
100% understand where you're coming from, Wes, but I'm over here thinking about it because it's inevitable. It's gonna happen one day. So I'm over here thinking about it now. I'm like, okay,
Cryogenics, it might not. He
I'm
might
over
freeze
here
himself.
thinking like
Right.
I'm over here thinking like, okay, you got Steven Jones. Now this could be. I'm gonna just give you some possible scenarios. We don't know what will happen, but okay, Stephen Jones, just like Wes said, he has never won a Super Bowl doing what he doing. So guess what? Maybe he might be in here like, hey man, I gotta make a name for myself. That could turn him aggressive. We don't
Yeah,
know.
but landlord,
We don't
I'm gonna
know.
tell you.
And
But
hold on, wait a minute. He could turn aggressive. And on top of that, I think he want to be so dialed into the money because Steven like, daddy, you probably don't care. You probably on some YOLO because you ain't gonna be here for that long. You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, we gotta make sure we lock down this generational money too, bro. Like you ain't gonna be here for a long time, so you probably don't care. So if you look at that, Steven probably be like, look, I want to come in here and make a name for myself. And he might just want to solely focus on the money part of it. He might be like, y'all handle the football. I'll do this. And I'll be over here with this. So we don't know. I would like somebody.
yeah, but landlord, you do
Hold
know.
on. One
You
of the
do know.
media people, Chill Will, anybody that can talk to these people, ask them, just hypothetically, ask Stephen Jones, if you when you take over the reins, would you assume the GM role like your pops, or would you, distribute that responsibility out to somebody else? I want to know that question.
Landlord, we already, first off, Stephen Jones is a part of the GM process. They're just not gonna say co-GMs. Like Stephen Jones is 100% already a part of that. Only thing he's gonna do when Jerry Jones dies or goes on is he's just gonna put the official hat on. But Stephen Jones is already doing that. Like if you go watch the Dak video when they were drafting Dak Prescott, like Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones are there. They're both discussing if they're going to be doing that. Stephen Jones isn't not at the draft when they're. Stephen Jones is right there. He's involved with every single thing. So yes, he's already involved with that. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I think
Matter of fact, I'll add on to it. Stephen Jones already does most of the actual stuff as of
Jerry
today.
said that.
Like Jerry Jones, Jerry Jones just be doing all the talking, but Stephen Jones
So
is
we
already
doing.
running
Okay,
the team.
thank you.
Like,
Appreciate it.
And I'm gonna tell you,
what you're getting right
Appreciate
now
I'm gonna
is
say this
already
right here.
Stephen
And I'm gonna
Jones.
say this right here. Every single person that I've ever talked to that's a player, former player of the Dallas Cowboys, and I ain't even gonna say no names, but I will say this: they speak very highly of Jerry Jones and very lowly of everybody up behind him. When I be like, they be like, yeah, it's such and such that don't want me there. I be like, Jerry, they be like, no, Jerry love me. Ask Des
Jerry Ryan.
Bryant. Des don't believe Jerry Jones didn't want him there. Des don't believe that. But he
Justin
also
Great
believes that
said
Jerry Jones don't have the
$3.
power to keep him either.
That nigga Stephen Jones is. I can't read the rest of it, but shout out for the
Shout out to him
man.
on my
But
side
I'll
too,
say
man.
this
I
though,
appreciate
man.
you.
I'll say this though, Len. I understand why you wanted to have some.
Yeah, y'all
some
just
hope.
killed it, so it's
You're
all
looking,
good.
you're looking for hope, but I'm gonna be real. Like it's already documented. I was letting you cook, but like it's already documented that he does most of the day-to-day shit already, and that Jerry Jones is more the figurehead in the organization now. Like he's Jerry Jones, he's in front of the camera, he's doing the interviews, but they say like it starts.
That
to
obviously,
right
they obviously see that don't work that good.
I mean, listen. Grief changes people. So Stephen Jones might not want to be as involved if his daddy died. Like we don't even know the version of Stephen Jones that would be
Facts.
the official person. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe losing his dad, it would make him want to be with his family more often. So he might push that to the side.
We don't know.
You know
We
what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
I don't know. I don't know if grief and time will change him as a person. But I just know right now, as it stands, a lot of these moves that we don't like are made by Stephen Jones. And to be fair, some of the moves that we do like are also made by Stephen Jones. It's like a mixed bag. You know what I'm saying? Like majority
I
of it
think
is
most of
bullshit,
the
but
moves
there's
that we
one or
don't
two
make
things that he does good.
is made by Stephen Jones too. That's the problem.
There you go. That's the underlying issue. Because Bobby Wagner told them niggas he wanted to be here, and they said, "Nah, we are good." And this was when Bobby Wagner was making all pros. Matter of fact, Bobby Wagner's still a good player to this day. But we were talking about Bobby Wagner 4 years ago, right? We didn't make the move to go out there and sign any of the other guys. Like he's the one that got the "we like our guys" mantra. That's not really Jerry. Jerry ain't never been like
When
that.
they
He
say
don't
we
like
like our
none of
guys,
his guys.
they're saying Stephen Jones. That's Stephen Jones.
Okay.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
And listen, let me finish this train of thought, and I'll let y'all go, man. Because remember, Stephen Jones is like this, particularly for a reason. When he actually came into the organization and had a part to play in it, the Dallas Cowboys were in cap hell. They made a bunch of big free agent moves that did not work out for them. You remember the Roy Williams moves and shit like that. They were in cap purgatory, and Stephen
They
Jones was
got
the
him out.
person that crunched the numbers and got them out of hell. And Stephen Jones' mindset is, I am never going to let this shit
Facts.
happen again. But you know, but because you're doing that, you're never gonna get the 90 Cowboys that we need.
Facts.
Because they spent money for that
Facts.
team. So that's what it is. He came in as the cleanup man, and he don't ever want that to happen again. So guess what? These ultra aggressive moves, he's seen the great side of it, and he also seen the worst side of it when he had to be the one
Yeah.
to fix the shit. Shout out to the damn boy 77 too.
Salute.
For, super. He said Steven is the GM, and he
And you know, and to add on to that, Henny, and to add on that, you know what else you think about with Stephen Jones too is like this. Stephen Jones also is a businessman that counts the cost. He also thinks like this: is it worth paying all this to win a Super Bowl and be, be it might possibly in cap hell or cap stranded the next year? For Stephen Jones, he's like, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're gonna win on a budget. That's how they want. That's how they win. They want to
And
win.
that's the
And you
problem
gotta
right
think like
there.
this.
They want to win they way.
No. I'm
That's
gonna tell
what's
you the real
that's
problem.
taking us so long.
Hey, no, the real problem is this: the Dallas Cowboys make more money every single year than the actual team that wins the Super Bowl. That's the actual problem.
See, we can't
That's
do nothing
the actual
about that.
problem.
We
Because
can't
I'm gonna
we
tell you this
can't
right
make
now: who won the Super
every
Bowl?
fan sit
Think
down
about,
somewhere.
hey, think about this. Quick question: who won the Super Bowl last year? I had to think
Chiefs.
about it. Why don't you see the Chiefs?
Yeah, Chiefs won.
Why don't you see the bro? Why it was this offseason was about the Chiefs. This offseason is still about what? The Dallas Cowboys.
They busy winning Super Bowls.
They but that's the point though. What we got to think about, like you got quarterback that were supposed to be generational prospects get paid $55 million and they 1-5 like Sunshine is down there with the Jaguars. You don't hear about that shit. Yeah, they got a Super Bowl winning coach. They had expectations, and they're failing. Are they even talked about on the national media? No. If the Dallas Cowboys were 1-5 right now, like there would be riots in the street. People would be getting dragged to their house and lynched.
Facts.
The Antichrist would reveal
pillaged.
himself.
Yeah.
Like the world,
It would be
the
nothing
world
but
would
pillaging
end.
and anarchy across the world.
Exactly. But because it's the Jaguars and nobody cares because they ain't got no good marketing and shit.
I
who
say
gives a
this.
fuck? But the Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, you 3-3, awful loss though. But you're 3-3 with a chance to still make the playoffs, and like, F it, we gonna drag you for the rest of the year.
Man. I look at it like this. We need to sum this up. I mean, to me, talking about play for play on the game, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that more when I look at the film, but it don't take a you know what I'm saying, an eagle eye, pause. You gotta say pause when you say the Eagles, because they fruity. But
they nasty.
but it don't take a keen eye, a trained eye to see that we was bad yesterday. It don't take that. Like it don't take no in-depth analysis. It don't take no expertise. Anybody with two eyes, you know what I'm saying, can tell that we was terrible yesterday. So I don't think we need to be discussing the state of the Cowboys, in my opinion, that's what we did. But on the way out, because I'm finna wrap this up, me up. I don't know about y'all too. I gotta go. But on the way out, let's say, you know what I'm saying, if you was GM Jerry for a minute, how would you be able to, what do you think has to happen for this team to get on the right track? Some moves per se or anything like that to be able to, make a positive outcome for this team?
They need to die. Like somebody just needs.
Come on now, let's be. I'm trying to end on a at least okay note. It's hard to be positive after that.
Ain't shit okay. Listen, ain't shit okay. Ain't shit okay. Ain't shit okay about this. I'm sitting here. Listen, I had to watch a lynching live on television in the state of Texas. I saw a bunch of Negroes just get murdered on my TV screen.
Yikes.
It was a lynching. They came all the way down from Detroit just to hang us. I don't want to talk about anything nice right now. The Dallas Cowboys are fucking pitiful, and they deserve everything they got. Listen. We got 3 wins, man. We got 3 wins and two 40-point losses. We done got 40 piece 2 times this year already. 3 times in the last 7 games. Now, for reference, the Kansas City Chiefs, we like to talk about them because they win Super Bowls and shit. They have not allowed a team to score 40 points in 4 years. Dallas Cowboys done gave up 40 points in 3 of their last 7 games, boy. I'm sick and tired of talking about the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to start treating them like the hoes they are.
But okay, if you was GM Jerry, even with all that said,
Okay.
what would you do to try to make this team work?
Shit, fire myself.
Bruh, come on now. We trying to leave here. Just give me an answer so we can go. That ain't enough. No.
I said, okay.
Give me a real football
analysis of how to actually fix the damn team, because you probably can't. But let's just talk about this fairy tale world your black ass be trying to take me to every time I talk to you. But all this,
they ain't gonna never do it, but we can at least tell you what they should do.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
All right, they need another weapon, because right now Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb not even gelling, so you can't even say that you have one single weapon. Right now, Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb is a non-factor. So you have no weapons, so you need to get another wide receiver out there that will prevent them from double teaming CeeDee Lamb, playing bracket coverage as much as they do, and they can also go out there and create their own separation. So preferably a route runner like a guy named Amari Cooper. Right, so let's say you give up a low draft pick to get Amari Cooper. He fits within the West Coast system already. He already has rapport with Dak Prescott. He already got a good relationship with CeeDee Lamb. He can come in and be an instant upgrade. Leave Brandon Cooks wherever he is. Him and Tolbert can vie for the number 3 position. But you've got a much better wide receiving core making that move. Secondly, you give me a running. Listen, I don't know what it is. Maybe they don't like the running backs, right? Maybe they just don't like them. Go get me a running back you will be willing to give the ball to 22 times a game. I don't give a damn who it is at this point, because you don't like Zeke enough to give him 20 carries. You barely like Rico because listen, Rico had the game of his life, and you rewarded his ass by only giving him 5 carries. So you don't like that nigga either. So I tell you what, go find me a running back you're willing to give 22 carries to, and we will figure it out from there. Lastly, go find the best defensive tackle on the worst team, and you trade for them, just like the Seattle Seahawks did. There was a great defensive tackle on the Jaguars who was on a 1-5 team, and they made the move. They went and traded for him a couple hours ago. You should have went and did it. But I digress. You find another defensive tackle on a bad team that's a good player by their damn self, and you bring them in. Those are 3 solid moves right there that you can do to improve your team, and then you can actually have some positive outlook on your life when Michael Parsons and Deron Bland and the guys on your defense come back. You could be excited at that point. But until you figure out the middle of your defense, and until you figure out how to actually coach them to be aggressive and not arm tackle and get to the point of attack and stay gap sound, it ain't really gonna matter. But you can bring in better personnel, I guess.
Okay, that's all I wanted, man. You did a great job, man. There you go, Henry. What about you, Wes?
Thank you.
Man, I ain't got it. Those are my 3 points. You need a
He
weapon.
stole
Go
mine
get
too, low-key.
That's it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, bro.
This just mean we know. This just mean all 3 of us know football,
Good.
know what's going on with the Dallas Cowboys, and those things are what need to happen to be fixed. I don't think none of that is.
Only thing as far as the running back, I would have named one, and I would have said Miles Sanders. He a good candidate right now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna cost too much. You know we got a budget shop. I'm trying to do some realistic stuff. A budget shopping back that I feel like, to be honest with y'all, I feel like a back that we need. His attributes need to be somebody who can have a little more speed, somebody who can make the first man miss. I think that is a big part of us screwing up the run game right now. I feel like, the ability of the back, of course, the blocking is not perfect, but a more talented back or a quicker back that's still, fresh, maybe they can make some more stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? They can make some stuff happen. Because sometimes the play be outside. I just seen Zeke do this. I thought it was just Rico. But if he would have ran to the outside, maybe he could have got more. But I think Zeke is smart enough. He's more self-aware. I was like, I just can't make that no more. So I'm going to go in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just go with the play. So maybe if we can get a back that got a little more ability that can swing it to the outside. Have you seen – tell me the last time you seen a back change directions in Dallas. Change directions. on a run,
On-
like
on
he
the
just
top of
he
a dime.
going this way. And he like, oh shit, ain't nothing over there. Let me go this way. I ain't seen that like that in years because we don't have that type of talent.
He said,
over
"Why?"
there. So we.
He said, "Why not?" I'm sorry. I was
No,
reading
I'm
out
just
loud.
saying like backs like that. That's affordable. That you probably can go trade for a 5th, 6th round pick and go get Miles Sanders right now. They probably won't even want that much. Trade a player
Might be a
in
7.
a 6 or 7 round pick, and you could probably go get you Miles Sanders right now. So
Yeah, but if you're
like
not
I
gonna give
like
him out, if
Miles
you're only gonna
Sanders
bring him in to give
and
him 5 carries, it ain't gonna matter, bro. And it's
I
not
like
gonna matter.
Miles Sanders and Amari Cooper. That's 2 players that this team could get better with if we did that. And maybe a defensive tackle like Hen said. But let's say this. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. After this bye, I feel like we must make a move. I ain't even saying we should. I feel like this team need a jolt of energy. I feel like Jerry Jones is a person who can, sense. I think he got social skills. He can read the room. This team need a jolt of energy. We need a adrenaline shot, and that'll be a good thing for us. Let's see what he do. Let's see what he do, cause something need to be done. I think we need to make some kind of move for sure.
Also, shout out to Sidney Jones for the $2 super. He said, "Is it against the law to use Turpin more early?" Well, this is the thing, man. Like the Dallas Cowboys be getting their ass whooped too quick to do anything.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Like I made a tweet like, "Damn, they whooped our ass so quick. I ain't had time to get mad. I didn't even have time to process we were getting blown out. It happened so quick." And that's the thing. The Dallas Cowboys be out here dying a quick death. They out here dying a quick death, bro. Like, damn, like shit, it's over already. It's just the beginning of the third quarter. It's already over. Shit.
I think everybody agree with the positions, even if you don't agree with how they gonna do it or if they gonna do it or how they would use them or none of that. But I think we really, really lacking at the skill positions, and I think it's starting to show. Like for real. I really do. Because I don't want to go too much deep in it, man. We'll be here all day. But I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Y'all tap in with me, man. All my Facebook folks. Y'all come to YouTube, all my YouTube folks. Y'all go to Facebook. Y'all make sure y'all help the independent content creators grow and prosper out here in the space if you enjoy the content. I appreciate y'all.
Indeed. This your boy HTM, Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store. It's going to be HTM Sports on YouTube, Henny DeMoore on Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll say this, man. Like, the Dallas Cowboys should have no sympathy from any of you as a fan base. Everything that is wrong with the team, they personally did so themselves. They can't run the football. They knew they couldn't run the football last year. You have offensive line issues. They created those issues by letting Tyron Smith walk, and then also by also letting Tyler Biadasz walk. Because even if he wasn't the best center, he was here. He had continuity with everybody else on the offensive line. Now you got to work and build that back up. Right, so you made wholesale changes on your offensive line. You made wholesale changes in your running back room. You made wholesale changes to your defense because you changed coordinators. And guess what? You had all those risks and no rewards up to this point. So guess what? Feel absolutely nothing for the Dallas Cowboys front office. I'll give a damn if they got to go bankrupt to fix the shit. But you fix this shit.
Facts.
Wes?
Hey man, it's your boy West Coast. You already know what it is.